Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University news brief. I'm Amanda Weber. A 6-game winning streak propels SAU into the NCAA Division II football playoffs. The Mule Riders learned of the selection Sunday morning on ESPN News. They take on North Alabama in Florence on Saturday. A bus trip was available for Mule Rider fans. It left Overstreet Hall at 4 a.m. Saturday. This is the second NCAA playoff game for the Riders. They lost on the road to Albany State in 1997. More on this story coming up in SAU Sports.
I'm Angie Loomis. Fall commencement will be held on December 12th. It will begin at 7 p.m. in the W.T. Watson Gymnasium. A reception for graduates sponsored by the SAU Alumni Office will be held before commencement from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. in the Bruce Center. Students who wish to apply for May 2004 graduation should apply with the dean of their intended major. The final deadline to apply is January 21st, 2004.
SAU faculty, students, and teachers attend a teacher-to-teacher workshop. The workshop, titled Discipline, Management, and Focus, took place last Monday in the Teaching Learning Center of McGee Library. It was sponsored by the SAU Student Arkansas Education Association. The focus of the session was classroom management. There were suggestions for new approaches to misbehavior in the classroom. Professional development certificates were given to workshop participants.
SAU sponsors a loan program seminar. The Arkansas Small Business Development Center at SAU presented the SBA loan program in the Business Agribusiness building. It was intended to teach new business owners, those interested in starting a business, or people seeking business financing how to expand and prosper their company. Participants learned about business financing opportunities, credit requirements, and other services provided by the SBA. Instructor for the class was Jim Coffey, Public Information Officer of the Small Business Administration.
A student research conference is planned. The 11th Annual Arkansas Undergraduate Research Conference takes place in April at Henderson State University. Proposals are due by February 3rd. Papers are sought from all academic areas. Fees are $25 per student and $25 per faculty member. The fee includes the cost of a banquet. Publication in a journal of the proceedings is possible. SAU has provided funds for many students to present their papers at previous research conferences.
The March of Dimes fundraising campaign sponsors a kickoff luncheon. It was held last Tuesday in the Blue and Gold Room in the Bruce Center. Future Business Leaders of America and Phi Beta Lambda have partnered with the March of Dimes and raised over $13 million.
This has been a Southern Arkansas University news brief. For Angie Loomis, I'm Amanda Weber.
With an SAU Profile, I'm Jonathan Wolfe. This week's profile features J.P. Wilson, Director of Bands. Wilson studied at the University of Central Arkansas, where he received a bachelor's. He received a master's in instrumental conducting and tuba performance from Northeast Louisiana University. Wilson has previously directed highly successful and award-winning high school band programs in Arkansas. Before coming to SAU, he served as Assistant Director of Bands at the University of Louisiana at Monroe and as tuba instructor at the University of Arkansas at Monticello. Wilson now serves as Director of the Marching Band and Wind Ensemble at SAU, as well as teaching drill writing and conducting. He also is an instructor of low brass and coordinates the band program. In his spare time, Wilson plays principal tuba in the Monroe Symphony Orchestra and is an active soloist. With an SAU Profile, I'm Jonathan Wolfe.
SAU Sports, I'm Joanna Eaton. The Mule Riders qualify for the NCAA Division II football playoffs. SAU pounded Henderson State University 53-14 in Magnolia on Saturday. The Mule Riders took advantage of early mistakes by the Reddies and held a 21-0 lead after 7 minutes of play. The Mule Riders improved to 7-2 in the Gulf South Conference and 9-2 for the season. The Mule Riders travel to Florence, Alabama for a rematch with the University of North Alabama this Saturday.
I'm Jordan Babineau. The Lady Riders close out their volleyball season with a loss. SAU lost to the University of Alabama Huntsville in the first round of the Gulf South Conference tournament. The Lady Riders had their best season in 7 years, finishing with 22 wins and 12 losses. This was their first Gulf South Conference tournament appearance since 1998. They finished 8-4 in conference play, placing second in the West Division. The Lady Riders are coached by Shauna Larndine.
The men's basketball team defeated Texas A&M Commerce 80-78 Tuesday night in Magnolia. The Mule Riders built a 7-point advantage with a minute to go in the game and held on for the victory. The Riders hit less than half of their free throws, but managed to make enough down the stretch to pick up the win. Bernard Jefferson led SAU with 21 points. Nick Davis had 17, and Mike Robertson added 11. Robertson was the rebound leader with 7. It was the first game of the season for Commerce. SAU improved to 2-1 for the season. The Mule Riders play in the UCA Classic in Conway Friday and Saturday.
The SAU women's basketball team begins their season Wednesday night in Hawkins, Texas. The Lady Mule Riders tip off at 5:30 against Jarvis Christian College. Their first home game is next Tuesday, also against Jarvis Christian. Head coach of the Lady Riders is Sam Biley. A recent media poll was pessimistic of SAU's chances in the Gulf South Conference this year. The Lady Riders were projected to finish in last place. SAU Sports, for Joanna Eden, I'm Jordan Babineau.
With commentary, I'm Ross Sims.
And I'm Richard Gamble.
Thanksgiving is coming up on Thursday, and a lot of students will be traveling away from campus.
Students should take the time to properly lock up their valuables over the break.
A good idea would be to take your most valuable property and lock it in your closet.
If you do not feel safe by doing that, just take it with you.
If a crime does occur, report it to the University Police Department.
Also, be careful on the road.
Police officers will be out during this weekend, so follow the speed limit and wear your seatbelt.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday, but remember to put your safety first.
And remember that when you come back, there will be only 2 weeks left until Christmas break.
At that point, lock up your valuables again.
Because Christmas break will be 4 weeks long, and it's a good idea to be smart with your property.
With commentary, I'm Richard Gamble.
And I'm Ross Sims.
With an SAU Police Log, I'm Keith Carson.
And I'm Calvin McGee.
During this Thanksgiving week, law enforcement officers will be out in force cracking down on seatbelt violators. Arkansas law requires every person sitting in the front seat of a vehicle to wear a seatbelt. All children under 15 years old must be secured with a seatbelt or a child safety seat, whether they are sitting in the front or back seat. Drivers can be stopped and ticketed for a seatbelt violation if any of their passengers under 15 years old are not buckled up or properly restrained. People who wear seatbelts increase their odds of surviving a serious crash by 45% and increase their odds of avoiding serious injury by 50%.
All traffic regulations enforced in the city of Magnolia and the state of Arkansas are enforced on campus. Any person who receives a parking citation is required to contact the SAU business office. All parking citations may be appealed to the appropriate committee within 5 working days from the date the citation was issued.
Final exam week can be a time for potential loss of property. University police warn that students moving out of residence halls should lock their doors. In the past, reports of theft have taken place when students forgot to lock their doors when moving items out of their rooms. If moving at night, students must be aware of their personal safety. Look assertive, confident, and aware of your surroundings. And most important, don't be afraid to ask for help.
To report campus crime or suspicious activities appear to be taking place, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU Police Log, I'm Calvin McGee.
And I'm Keith Carson.
I'm Jennifer Hickman with job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. The physical plant needs a painter, grounds worker, and custodian. Job duties are to assist full-time employees with their projects. For more information, contact Gayla Bernard in the physical plant main office at 235-4065. The HKR and Wellness Center needs a lifeguard. Applicants must be WSI certified. Duties are lifeguarding and providing general pool maintenance. For more information, contact James Navalta in the pool area at 235-4135.
Intramural Sports is looking for sports referees. Duties include refereeing flag football and volleyball games for men and women's teams. Contact Leonard Biddle or Coach Dingman in the HQR building, room 121. I'm Jennifer Hickman with job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Stephen Geist. The 6th annual Fall Fest and Chili Cook-Off was a great success this year. 19 groups competed for Best Chili and Best Decorated Booth. The Best Decorated Booth went to the President's Ambassadors. The Best Chili Award went to Missionary Baptist Student Foundation, with second place going to the Resident Hall Association and third to the Collegiate FFA. The People's Choice Award went to Sigma Tau Gamma.
I'm Brannon Williams. The SAU Art Department announces the first student exhibit. Pieces will be accepted and displayed in the Brinson Fine Arts Gallery. Instructors would like everyone to come and see what students have been producing. The exhibit is open to the public. A reception for students is planned.
There will be a window decorating contest in the Brew Center. Held in conjunction with Christmas in the Brew Center, student organizations and departments are encouraged to help decorate windows in the dining hall. Those interested in participating need to turn in their forms to the Student Activities Board by November 25th. Cash prizes will be awarded by the Student Activities Board for the best decorated windows.
The SAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee is holding a food drive. All food donated will be given to the Magnolia Stew Pot in time for Thanksgiving. Student athletes have 10 boxes on campus. One is in each dorm, lobby, gym lobby, cafeteria, and Overstreet Hall. Donations will be greatly appreciated. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in southwest Arkansas and northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Brian Jones.
And I'm Charles Davis.
SGA Traffic Appeals Court meets at 4 p.m. on Monday, November 24th.
It is student payday.
Room and board payments are due at this time.
The Chi Alpha Coffee House is open from 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. on Monday and Tuesday only.
Chi Alpha will also host a Tuesday night meal at 6.
The Wesley Foundation hosts a Tuesday meal at 11:45 a.m.
The Spanish class invites students to hear Ronald Bradford, a flamenco guitarist, at 7:30 p.m. at First United Methodist Church.
Wednesday, November 26th, student refunds will be available.
Faculty must turn in updated life insurance forms.
Thanksgiving holidays begin.
Residence halls close at 4 p.m. On Sunday, they will reopen at 2 p.m.
And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.